Hello and happy Thursday. It is September 28th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. And today I am using my Raven's Dream Tarot. And before I get going, I just want to say a really quick thank you. Thank you to everyone who who sent me notes yesterday of encouragement and kindness and who sent me virtual hugs. And thank you to everyone who posted, kind thoughts and encouragement. I just want to say thank you. It means a lot. It actually does. It kind of keeps that North Star kind of shining bright. So I appreciate you. And I know that I'm not alone in trying to sort things out. And I know I'm not alone in feeling like this weight, of challenges sometimes that come, on top of us. So I just appreciate you so much. And I just want to say thank you. So let's see what we have here today, shall we? Let's see what these ravens have in store for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quiet my mind, quiet the chatter going on in there, and ask that my guides come in and they join us, and ask that they bring with them the information that will best serve us as a collective. Okay. So that first card is the energy that's influencing us. It's that energy swirling all around us. It impacts our mood, our decisions, how we relate with one another. Then we look at the situation and we see how that influencing energy plays a role in the situation. Next, we call upon the uninvited house guest. We open the door. What do they bring? What are they going to bring into the house here? And we'll see how they contribute to the situation. Then we'll wrap it all up with some words of advice. All right, let's dive in, shall we? So starting us off here, oh, look at this. This is kind of, sometimes these ravens, just like the Crow Tarot, I'm just going to say, they have a way of just clicking, So here we have this energy of the Five of Cups. So when we're sitting in this energy of the Five of Cups, and you see here this raven is crying, this like river of tears, and it's creating this whirlpool around her dead fledglings. And then we have this other fledgling over here who's like, wait, hi, I'm over here. I'm alive. I still need you to nurture me. I still need your help. And there's still potential within this little bird here. But the mom is so wrapped up in what is lost, what is gone, that in some ways she kind of neglects the little one over here. And so having this energy of the Five of Cups influencing us, our focus might not be on what is growing, right? Our focus may not be on what holds potential, right? Where our future is. Our focus is on the past. Our focus is on the thing that we lost, right? The thing that we regret. It might be that thing that we look at and we go, God, I should have done things differently. I should have not lost what I've lost, and it can kind of paralyze you. It can keep you stuck. And, anyone who's ever had a really good cry, knows how cathartic it is. I can tell you, it's like, this year has been one of those years where you kind of just like, oh God, and you get it all out, right? And you're like, okay, where can I go from here? But when you're in this energy of the Five of Cups, it's like you have that long cry, you stop, and you do it again, right? You don't move on from it. And you just become flooded with all these emotions. And so let's see how this Five of Cups influences our decision, because when we're in this energy of the Five of Cups, when we're feeling its influence, well, first of all, it's influencing us, right? It doesn't dictate us, right? It's not telling us what to do. It's just what's influencing us. And so we have that ability to recognize, like, oh, you know what? that decision, that is a total Five of Cups influence right there. I would not make that decision if I wasn't in this state of grief. So let's see what situation's coming up, and we can kind of figure out, are we making the best decisions based on moving forward with the little bird over here, or are we holding ourselves back? So Look at this. Who shows up here? We have the magician. And so this story here is about a raven who gets stuck. Oh, wrong way. Sorry. Gets stuck in the belly of a whale, and it finds itself, like kind of like looking at a ticking clock here as the mouth of the whale is starting to close. And if it closes, it will lose any hope of getting out. So what it does is it looks around, and inside this belly of the whale, it has, there's all sorts of things that this whale has consumed inadvertently, through the ocean. And it discovers a way to create fire. And it's in that fire that the raven is able to keep the mouth open and find freedom. It used its resourcefulness. It was clever. It looked around and it didn't give up. It didn't say, oh, well, this is my plight. I am down. It's like, I'm whale food today. No, it was like, these are the skills I have. These are the resources available to me. I want to go out. My intention when putting all this stuff together is to get out of the belly of the whale and to do so without harm. And so having this in the position here, we're in a place where we're able to recognize that we have around us resources, right? You have resources in front of you. I have resources in front of me. We all have, unique qualities. We all have these options before us, right? These opportunities to create something. We just have to work with our intuition. We have to remember, and and it's so funny because I was just thinking about this this morning. I had real estate agents come in to kind of give me, like some information about the house. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I need to focus on my intention, right? It's like, what do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? What is your intention when you're putting all these resources, when you're calling all these resources in? What do you want to achieve? And that's where that magician energy comes in. And you have to think about this. What do you want? Because here we're being influenced by this energy of the Five of Cups. And this Five of Cups is keeping you down. It's keeping you in this space of feeling low, like this low vibration. You can't manifest with a low vibration. This is where you kind of have to snap out of it, right? You kind of have to do that, like slap across the face. Not really, no, I'm not saying anybody should be violent, but like to yourself, like snap out of it and focus on what's going to push you forward, right? Where is that? I keep doing this. Where is that opportunity here with this little bird, right? Where do you have the potential to move forward? What's holding you back? Because what's holding you back is preventing you from recognizing that within you, you have this power to create magic. So let's see who's coming in as the uninvited house guest. Who's showing up at our door? Who's knocking on our door? We feel powerful when we're in that state with the magician. And that's what that situation is going to do. It's going to come in. It's going to ask that you be powerful. The situation that's coming in is going to say, hey, you need to use your resources right now. You need to figure things out. You need to stop wallowing in grief and think about the future, because this is just going to hold you back. All right. So coming in here is someone who is going to perhaps make things a little bit more difficult in some way. And, as you are committed, right? This is the last leg, right? When you think about it, right? Here's the 10, right? The 10 of Wands. It's the last step. And you're committed to whatever this is that you're manifesting, right? You have the power, you have the perseverance, you have the creativity and the resources. You have everything that you need, right, to bring all these elements together and sculpt it in a way that you will see, right, a tangible result, that you'll see your efforts paying off. But coming in is this 10 of Wands, and the thing that you're manifesting, you might not realize that it opens up this door for something that could require you to put in some more work. It could ask that you do like a little bit more of the heavy lifting in something, right? You might say, hey, I want to manifest this new job. I want to manifest, my dream career. And sure enough, you're like, boom, got it, because you're a magician. You can create, you can manifest. So you get that dream job, or you get whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve. And that's what the situation is. But coming in is, you got that. Now we've got to, take it a little bit further, right? You're not quite done yet. There's a little bit more work to do. And now that you're committed, right? You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure it happens. And you might have to ask yourself at some point, is this thing that you're bringing in, does it look like what you wanted to bring in? Is it different if it's difficult in some way? And then you might have to reassess and ask yourself, is this what I truly wanted to manifest? It's like, maybe when you're manifesting, when you're in this situation here of the magician, be very clear on what you want. Be very clear so that when the door opens and it says, oh, well, now you have to do this or that, and now the challenge becomes a little bit greater, you'll be prepared for that. Let's see what advice comes in. I feel like whatever it is that you're manifesting, having this 10 of Wands come in, it's not that you're not going to be able to manifest it. It's not that you're not going to reach that goal, that dream. But the 10 of Wands just comes in because it's just going to make it a little bit more difficult in some ways. And then you're just going to have to figure out, is this what you really want? Okay. I don't know. Let's see what the advice here is. It's like that last big push, to reach that ending. Okay, here we have the energy of the Queen of Swords, and that's the advice here. So the advice is, to have a sense of humor about things. Sometimes things don't work out the way we expect them to. Sometimes they don't manifest exactly how we expect them to, and I can attest to that. Sometimes we have to work with what we get, and sometimes there's a lesson in that, right? Sometimes we manifest something that becomes so much more difficult, and we learn for the next time to be more clear, to really hone in on that intention, so things aren't left up to chance. But having this Queen of Swords come in, this is a time to put your emotions aside, right? Think about your situation more clearly. See everything, just like you can see here, this Queen of Swords. She is able to see the whole landscape. She's able to see what would be the best move for each of these creatures here in the labyrinth. And maybe that is a sign that you have that resource available to you, that there is someone out there who can help guide you, who can help guide you through this time of difficulty, who's there as the Queen of Swords, who's able to help you appreciate the journey that you might be on, right? As you're trying to find your way through the maze. She could be a guiding source of information because she's able to see things from a different perspective. So just to wrap up real quick here. We have this energy influencing us. It's pulling us down. It's making us think about our past regrets, past mistakes, things that we have lost. It's not helping us focus on the future. It's not helping us see that there's potential here. So we have to recognize that when we're in it, right? We have to say, whoa, I know what we're in. This is a 5 of Cups moment, and it sucks, and it's not helping me get out of my current situation. We have a situation that brings us the Magician. There's magic here. There's an opportunity to manifest something that you want. Don't squander it, right? This is an opportunity to create something that will bring you into a place that you want to be. Now, yes, it's going to be difficult. When isn't it freaking difficult? I'm over the difficulties at this point. But thankfully, we have the Queen of Swords here, and she's there to guide us. So Much love, peace, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.